This is going to be a quick guide for join ops. I don't have any videos, so sorry, it's a little boring. There are 5 levels. You start off on normal. In order to progress to the next level, you have to kill all 50 predators in order to be able to have the option to unlock the next round next time. Then the second time join ops is offered, you will have an option then between normal level 1 or hard level 2, and then you do want to pick the next level. The reason why it's important to try to get to the next level and to try to finish killing all 50 predators is because you unlock bosses at each level. So at normal, as long as 5 people get to a certain level, you unlock a boss, which is pretty quick and easy. At level 2, you need 10 people at a certain level in the event to unlock that boss. 15 at Epic, 20 at Nightmare, that kind of thing. So that's why it's important to keep progressing. As long as you are fairly active and progressing through the game as far as increasing your research and power goes, you should be okay to do the next level of difficulty every time it becomes available. The one exception to this would be Endless. It is very difficult. The first time I unlocked Endless, I did not try it because Nightmare was pretty difficult the time before and rally intensive. So the second time I had Endless unlocked, I tried it on my alt account, who is level 30, not stellar level up yet, but she was having difficulty, so I ended up doing Nightmare one more time on my main account. The rewards for this event are really not very exciting compared to how much effort is involved with it. It takes a lot of stamina, and especially the first time it was open on the server, our Hetty isn't fully leveled, so it was pretty difficult to get through all 50 levels. It takes stamina to scout and also to kill, so it's 15 stamina for each scout. Automatically you have to pay that, and then if you have a good Hetty, it's 8 if you're able to kill it by yourself, and then 20 if you can rally. So overall, very, very stamina cheese heavy event. I try not to use cheese on this event. I save it for expel predators, but if you're close to finishing towards the end, go ahead and make sure you use that cheese to unlock the next level. The last thing that I want to mention is, as an alliance, don't forget to also summon these bosses. I recommend tying it to your trap event, so either doing it right before trap or right after trap, because presumably that's when the majority of your players are going to be online. Something to keep in mind is that these bosses do die very quickly, and if you do not hit the boss, you do not get the rewards. So this is an event where you have to be online in order to get the rewards, and you also need to make sure you hit the boss. So for our level 1 boss, our alliance is very strong. I tell everybody to send 1 troop. Hit it, get the credit, make sure everybody has hit it, and then you can kill the boss. It is really nice that when the boss is summoned by your alliance, that it'll post a message in alliance chat, as well as sending this message to your mailbox. So that should be everything you need to know about join ops. Make sure you're on top of getting your free cheese. If you can try to solo as many things as possible, it'll help you get through without using very much stamina. Don't rally targets that are easy. Sometimes I see people try to rally the level 1 target. That's a waste of stamina. Every 10 predators in this event are kind of like mini bosses. So like the level 10, 20, 30, 40, and level 50. Level 50, almost exclusively you're going to have to rally. It is pretty difficult if you're pushing your levels and making sure you progress. The level 40 and 30, if you're a strong player, you might still be able to kill just fine on your own. But if you look at it and you get a very angry face, then you could always rally just to have less damages. And then you should be okay on level 10 and 20 to do those mini bosses by yourself, even if you get a little bit of a sad face. So this is what I mean by sad faces. A green face, you're good to go. A gray face, you're also good to go. You can absolutely solo those. If you get a yellow face, I personally will still solo that. It's the red face that you want to make sure you rally. And you'll most likely see that for the first time either at level 30 or at level 40. For me, I generally will see it at 40, but then I will solo even, 47, 48, 49. So you might need to rally 40, but then be able to solo up through 50. So just check that. A quick video now that Join Ops is going on. This is one place you can get to the Join Ops event. You can also get to it this way. So I've got that showing, that checked, so that's why I can see it there. You click Scout. This is a level 18. We're going to click Attack. So even though this says 10 here, when we click Attack, now that we're using Heady, it's now 9. If you notice, my Heady is not quite 4 stars. So we're going to march. And while that's marching, I just wanted to show you the sad face thing that I was talking about. So if I go to attack something, this is good. Easy fight, no problem. The next step down is gray. If you get a gray face, you're still most likely going to succeed. In fact, I don't know if it's possible to not succeed. I think you definitely succeed. After the gray face is yellow face. Oftentimes you can still win with the yellow face. It might be like 50-50. It just depends how close the yellow face is to being red versus how close the yellow face is to being gray. Then, after yellow is red, this means you will not succeed. You know, if you go to solo attack and it looks like that, you just want to open up a rally. I can't say 100% that you won't succeed. I think I did send a red face just for funsies and it didn't actually work out. But if it's a red face and you're on like level 46, go ahead and just rally the rest of them. It's fine. If you get a red face on like the level 30s, I would still try to solo it and see how it goes. But it's probably not going to go well. So the other thing I wanted to point out, like I just scouted this guy. You can see I've got an hour now to kill it. When I clicked on challenge, I did not have enough stamina. I think I have, what do I have? I have 8 stamina. So it'll be very soon, and then I'm going to try to remember to kill that while it is still there. So as long as I attack it in that 1 hour time frame, no problem. But it will despawn after an hour, so I need to remember to do that. Another thing is you can click this help button. I don't want to click it because I don't want to use help. A good time to use those helps is once you start to rally, because when you ask for help, it is then required to do a rally. A lot of games will let you solo if you're able to, like a higher level player can probably solo it. But go ahead and use those helps only on ones that need rallies, like level 40, level 50, you know, maybe 47, 40, 49 kind of thing are good numbers to use those on. And that means that somebody in your alliance will get that box. So if you look here, this is where it says help rewards. There's 2 tabs here. The solo tab shows you what level you're on, like I'm level 19. When you go to rewards, if I stopped here, this is what I would get. You don't get these at each level. So once you've killed 18, you have a chance then to get 19. If I'm on 19, once I kill that 19, then this is what I would get once I kill 20. So whatever level you've completed is what you get. You don't get those at each step, if that makes sense. The thing that's crazy to me is that the difference between the last 2 levels is not very much, but the really big difference is if you only kill 49 versus 50, you cannot move up the next level, and you really want to be able to move up. So this alliance is only going to be able to unlock the first boss. If you look where I've circled, it says only 3 out of 10 have completed enough monsters at the level 2 difficulty to be able to do that. If you click on rewards over here, or sorry, records over there, that will show you green is level 1, blue is level 2. So if I was an R4, R5, if I wanted to see how close we were to be able to getting that second boss, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's only 4 people even on level 2. So then you know that there's no way that you're going to get that unlocked. And here, I remembered to march on it. Yay! So that should be everything you need to know. If you have any questions, let me know, and good luck.